Hello students, today we are going to discuss very important topic, that is the qualitative analysis of organic compounds. Already you know that organic compounds mainly contain carbon. Organic compounds are also called covalently bonded carbon compounds. But organic compounds also contain different elements like nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, halogens. So the detection of elements in organic compounds can be done by the method is called qualitative analysis. What are the elements present in the organic compound can be identified, can be detected by suitable chemical test. Now we will discuss some important detection of elements in organic compounds. But very important thing is, before detection of organic compounds, experimentally first we have to prepare Lassen's extract. This is very important, that one preliminary stage, that is preparation of Lassen's extract. Preparation of Lassen's extract is done in these 4 steps. In the first step, what happens? A small piece of sodium metal is taken in a test tube and heated gently, means slowly. The sodium metal will be taken in the test tube, then heated slowly. Because it is highly reactive, so it should be gently heated, slowly heated, so that it will become just melted. Then the selected organic compounds will be mixed with the sodium metal, then heated slowly, then strongly. Then second step, you will add the organic compounds to the sodium metal, containing sodium metal in the test tube, then it will be heated slowly, then strongly. Then after heating, when the test tube will become red hot, when test tube become red hot, then the test tube containing this mixture, sodium metal and organic compounds, during strong heating there will be a reaction between the sodium metal and organic compounds. That means sodium metal and elements present in the organic compounds, and this red hot test tube will be taken, then it will be plunged into the china dish containing distilled water. Then you will take china dish and take some water, then you plunge this red hot test tube into the china dish containing water. Then what happens? Due to very strong heat, then the test tube will be broken into small pieces. Then when it will be broken small pieces in the solution in the water, then the mixture will be grinded, will be crushed with a pestle. Okay, then again I am repeating this thing. When the mixture, the hot mixture in the test tube will be plunged into the china dish containing water, then when it will be just tossed to the water, then the test tube will be broken into small pieces due to high heat. Then what happens? The mixture in the china dish will be crushed, will be grinded with the pestle. Then in the last step, what happens? The solution will be filtered, then the insoluble mass remain on the filter paper, and the filtrate, that is the liquid, is called, that liquid will be collected, is called Lassen's extract. This is called Lassen's extract. Lassen's extract containing salt of sodium metal, because the organic compound contains different elements like your sulfur, phosphorus, nitrogen, halogens. When it reacts with the sodium metal, because very highly reactive sodium metal, it reacts with halogen, it reacts with sulfur, reacts with phosphorus, forming ionic compounds. Then in the preparation of Lassen's extract, this solution mainly contain salt of sodium, and this salt of sodium will be taken for the test of individual elements available in the organic compounds, present in the organic compounds. Okay, let us discuss first the detection of nitrogen. First we will discuss detection of nitrogen, how the presence of nitrogen can be detected, can be known. We will discuss. First, what happens, we will take the Lassen's extract that already we have prepared earlier. That Lassen's extract will be taken, a few ml of Lassen's extract will be taken in a test tube, then freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution will be added. Then after adding ferrous sulfate solution, then it will be heated, then solution will heated. During heating, then we will add ferric chloride solution, 2-3 drops of ferric chloride solution. Then what happens, so Lassen's extract, you will take Lassen's extract, then ferrous sulfate solution, then ferric chloride. These three things we will take, and this medium will be taken in alkaline medium, that is sodium hydroxide medium will be used. So during addition of these things, then what type of chemical reaction takes place, what are the chemistry of this detection, we will discuss. When the ferric chloride solution will be added in the last step, then what happens, a Prussian blue color mass substance is produced. Blue color substance is produced. What are the chemistry of this reaction? Let us discuss. Here what happens, as already Lassen's extract, mainly if the organic compound contain nitrogen, then sodium metal, organic compound contain carbon, and we are detecting the nitrogen. So organic compound must contain nitrogen. So sodium metal, carbon, nitrogen, both will combine, it undergo a fusion reaction forming sodium cyanide. In the first step, sodium metal reacts with carbon, nitrogen organic compound forming sodium cyanide. This sodium cyanide is water soluble, present in the Lassen's extract. Then what happens, freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution in alkaline medium will be added. When freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution, when sodium hydroxide is added, then there will be a reaction of ferrous sulfate and sodium hydroxide. Ferrous sulfate gets hydrolyzed, forming ferric hydroxide, that is ferrous hydroxide. Forming ferrous hydroxide, light green precipitate is formed, FeOH2. That green precipitate form when as the solution contains sodium hydroxide. In the second, this is the first step. Then second step, what happens, this ferrous hydroxide reacts with sodium cyanide in the sodium extract and forming ferrous cyanide. This ferrous cyanide again react with sodium, that is a composite reaction, step by step reaction takes place. So first is ferrous sulfate convert to ferrous hydroxide. In the second step, ferrous hydroxide convert to ferrous cyanide. Then ferrous cyanide convert to, it reacts with sodium cyanide in the third step, forming sodium ferrocyanide. This is very important ionic compound, sodium ferrocyanide, water soluble colorless substance, sodium ferrocyanide is formed, NO4 Fe senses. When this sodium ferrocyanide that form, it reacts with the ferric chloride taken in the solution in the last step. So when you add ferric chloride to the solution, then a Prussian blue color of ferric ferrocyanide, this is the structure formula is Fe4, it is a complex FeCN6, then 3. What is this? Because ferric ion valency 3 goes to ferrocyanide side and ferrocyanide ion valency is 4 come to iron side. So the formula is Fe4 FeCN6 whole bracket 3. This is called ferric ferrocyanide, a Prussian blue color mass will be formed. This indicates the presence of nitrogen. Again I am repeating, first the Lassen's extract will be taken, then ferrous sulfate solution, alkaline ferrous sulfate solution will be added, then followed by 2-3 drops of ferric chloride. What are the reaction takes place? The Lassen's extract already contains sodium cyanide. Sodium cyanide reacts with the ferrous hydroxide produced in the reaction. This ferrous hydroxide and sodium cyanide forming ferrous cyanide. Ferrous cyanide again reacts with sodium cyanide forming sodium ferrocyanide, which is water soluble. This sodium ferrocyanide when reacts with ferric chloride in the last step forming ferric ferrocyanide, that is Prussian blue color substance will be formed. That indicates the presence of nitrogen in the organic compound. Okay, this is about detection of nitrogen. Then we will discuss detection of sulfur. Detection of sulfur is same. The Lassen's extract is contains sodium sulfide. How? Because as it is a mixture, fusion mixture of sodium and sulfur available in the organic compounds, there will be reaction of sodium and sulfur, because sodium is highly reactive towards sulfur, phosphorus, halogen, nitrogen, so forming sodium sulfide ionic compounds, water soluble compound during fusion. Then this sodium sulfide when reacts with the reagent that is called sodium nitroprusside, Na2 FeCN5NO. This is a complex, it is an ionic compound but complex nature, sodium nitroprusside. When it reacts with sodium nitroprusside forming sodium sulfonitroprusside, that is NO again contained with sulfur, then sulfur will be added to the complex forming sodium sulfonitroprusside. This sodium sulfonitroprusside color is purple color, that is reddish color, purple color, indicates that presence of sulfur in the organic compound. This test name is sodium nitroprusside test. The formula is Na2 bracket then FeCN5NO. This is a complex compound. Name is sodium nitroprusside, that is a common name. This sodium nitroprusside reacts with the sulfide ion, that is formation of sodium sulfide, and forming sodium sulfonitroprusside which has purple color. That indicates the presence of sulfur in the organic compound. It has also another test, very easy test, that is lead acetate test. In the lead acetate test, what happens? Same sodium extract, that is Lassen's extract, contains sodium sulfide because the organic compound contains sulfur, so it is converted to sodium sulfide. Sodium sulfide, and this is lead acetate. This is called lead acetate. This lead acetate CH3CO2Pb, lead acetate will be added. When lead acetate solution will added to the sodium extract, that Lassen's extract, then what happens? A black lead sulfide, PbS, color is black. Black lead sulfide is formed, indicates the presence of sulfur. When you add lead acetate, immediately black color mass is formed, indicate the presence of sulfur. So by these two tests we can identify the presence of sulfur. One is sodium nitroprusside test, second one is lead acetate test. By these two tests we can identify, we can know the presence of sulfur in the organic compounds. Then come to presence of nitrogen and sulfur both. That is, if the organic compound both sulfur and nitrogen both, then how can we identify? That is a very important test. Same, the Lassen's extract, it is contains sodium thiocyanate. This is sodium thiocyanate. Sodium thiocyanate. How it is produced? as the organic compound is fused with the sodium metal reacts with carbon, nitrogen and sulfur in the organic compound, forming ionic compound, that is sodium thiocyanate. This sodium thiocyanate is water soluble, present in the Lassen's extract in the solution. So what happens, what will the reactions? If the organic compound contain nitrogen and sulfur, carbon is the essential element of organic compound, so there will be a formation of sodium thiocyanate. This sodium thiocyanate reacts with ferric chloride solution. Already we know, already we have used the ferric chloride solution in detection of nitrogen. So when you add ferric chloride solution, then there will be a formation of blood red color of ferric thiocyanate, FeCNS whole 3. This type of compound is formed. This is a complex compound, FeCNS whole 3, that is ferric thiocyanate, which color is blood red color. Just like blood color substance is formed, indicates the presence of nitrogen and sulfur both in the organic compounds. So nitrogen and sulfur can be detected by adding ferric chloride solution to the Lassen's extract. If you take few ml of Lassen's extract, add 2-3 drops of ferric chloride solution, immediately blood red color substance is produced. That substance is ferric thiocyanate, organic ferric thiocyanate substance, that is ionic compound is forming, which has blood red color, indicates the presence of nitrogen and sulfur both in the organic compounds. Then another important detection is detection of chlorine, bromine and iodine, that is halogen. Presence of halogen in organic compound, how can you detect? Here same, during the Lassen's extract, sodium fused with organic compound, and if organic compound chlorine, then produce sodium chloride. Okay, if organic compound contain chlorine, then the Lassen's extract contains NaCl aqueous, that is sodium chloride is formed in the Lassen's extract. That Lassen's extract contains sodium chloride solution. Then when you add silver nitrate solution as a reagent, then white AgCl, that is white AgCl is formed, indicate the presence of chloride ion, which is obtained from organic compound containing chlorine. So white precipitate is obtained means presence of chlorine. So that means organic compound contain chlorine. But further test you can do, for more clarification you can do, when you add ammonium chloride solution, ammonia solution to the white precipitate of AgCl, then this white precipitate will be soluble. It will be soluble in the form of complex AgNH3 whole 2 plus Cl minus. This is soluble in water. So that indicates the organic compounds contain chlorine. So first you add AgNO3 solution, then white precipitate is formed. When you add ammonia solution to the white precipitate, this white precipitate will be soluble by adding ammonia solution. That indicates the presence of chlorine in the organic compounds. Similarly, for bromine, similarly, if organic compound contain bromine, then sodium bromide will be formed in the Lassen's extract, because sodium reacts with bromine forming sodium bromide. When you add AgNO3 solution to the Lassen's extract, then what happens? This AgBr, that is pale yellow substance is produced, indicates AgBr. This is AgBr. So indicates presence of bromine in organic compounds. But this further clarification, for further test we can do, if you add dilute ammonia solution, very dilute ammonia solution, there will be no change of pale yellow precipitate. If you add concentrated ammonium hydroxide, then what happens? This pale yellow will be soluble. It will be soluble. So, by adding dilute ammonia solution, there will no change of pale yellow precipitate, but when you add concentrated ammonium hydroxide solution, then this pale yellow precipitate will be soluble. So, that indicates more confirmation regarding the presence of bromine in organic compound. Similarly, iodine, if the organic compound iodine, the Lassen's extract contains sodium iodide. When you add silver nitrate solution to the Lassen's extract containing sodium iodide, then formation of yellow precipitate, formation of yellow PPT of AgI is formed. Silver iodide color is yellow. So, silver iodide is formed. For more confirmation, if you add concentrated ammonium hydroxide or dilute ammonium hydroxide, there will be no change of yellow precipitate. That means yellow precipitate will not be soluble in ammonium hydroxide. That clearly indicates the presence of iodide ion in the solution, that is AgI. AgI is insoluble in ammonia solution. That's why clearly distinguish the presence of Cl minus, Br minus and I minus that obtained from organic compound containing chlorine, bromine and iodine. So, in this way we can identify the presence of halogen, that is chlorine, bromine, iodine. Then test of phosphorus. Test of phosphorus also you can do same. If the Lassen's extract, during the preparation of Lassen's extract, if organic compound contain phosphorus, then what happens? The sodium phosphate will be formed. Sodium phosphate will be formed in the Lassen's extract. That Lassen's extract contains sodium phosphate solution. Because the organic compound contains phosphorus, so sodium is highly reactive and nitric acid will be used. Then what happens? It will be oxidized to phosphorus pentoxide, and the phosphorus pentoxide in presence of water and sodium metal convert to sodium phosphate. So, ultimately if the organic compound contain phosphorus, so Lassen's extract contains sodium phosphate solution. Then to this sodium phosphate solution add ammonium, this is ammonium molybdate, sodium, that is ammonium molybdate solution will be added, that is NH4 whole 2 MOO4, ammonium molybdate will be added to the Lassen's extract and followed by nitric acid. When nitric acid will be added to the solution, that is here you will take Lassen's extract, then add ammonium molybdate solution, then nitric acid, or you can take nitric acid then followed by ammonium molybdate, then yellow precipitate of ammonium phosphomolybdate is formed. That is, the formula is NH4 whole 3 PO4.12 MOO3. That means it is a complex compound of which one? Ammonium phosphomolybdate is formed, whose color is yellow. So, yellow precipitate is formed. So, phosphorus is identified, formation of yellow precipitate when you add ammonium molybdate to the Lassen's extract followed by nitric acid, then yellow precipitate of ammonium phosphomolybdate is formed, indicate the presence of phosphorus. Last part, already you know, organic compound mainly contains carbon. Hydrogen is also essential element of organic compounds because all organic compounds derived from hydrocarbon. That's why carbon and hydrogen are the two essential elements of all organic compounds. So this test generally is not required, but we can also identify the presence of carbon, hydrogen in organic compound. How? Let us discuss. First we will take copper oxide. When the organic compound will be heated in presence of copper oxide, organic compound plus copper oxide, when this mixture will be heated, then what happens? As organic compound contain carbon, we know carbon is a reducing agent. It reduces copper oxide to copper and carbon dioxide. And if organic compound contain hydrogen, then what happens? Hydrogen also a reducing agent. It reduces copper oxide to water and copper. So if the organic compound contain hydrogen, so when the mixture will be heated, that is containing organic compound and copper oxide, then ultimately you will get water as the byproduct, because organic compound hydrogen. And if organic compound contain carbon, it becomes carbon dioxide. Already know organic compound contain carbon and hydrogen, so during the heating of organic compound in presence of copper oxide, you will certainly you will get water and carbon dioxide. Both will be formed. Carbon dioxide is produced as a gas, water vapor also produced in the form of vapors. So carbon dioxide and water is produced when you heat the organic compound presence of which one? Copper oxide. Then as water and carbon dioxide is produced, then what happens? Carbon dioxide, that gas produced, you collect the gas and pass through lime water. Lime water is calcium hydroxide solution. If you pass, then milky solution of the solution become milky due to formation of calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is formed, white precipitate, milky appearance is obtained. That indicates presence of carbon dioxide. The gas is carbon dioxide, which is obtained from organic compounds. Similarly, if already you know organic compound already contain hydrogen, so water vapor is there. When you take white copper sulfate, that is anhydrous copper sulfate, this is white. When you take anhydrous copper sulfate, that is white copper sulfate, you pass the vapor produced during heating of organic compound and copper oxide, that vapor, that fumes produced contain water vapor. When water vapor come in contact with white copper sulfate, anhydrous copper sulfate, immediately blue copper sulfate is formed. That is copper sulfate, pentahydrate copper sulfate. Pentahydrate copper sulfate, it has blue color. White copper sulfate convert to blue color because water will be added to the copper sulfate, forming a complex compound CuSO4.5S2. It is a hydrated copper sulfate, that is pentahydrated copper sulfate, color is blue. That white changes to blue indicates the presence of water. So water, it comes from organic compound because organic compound hydrogen. Similarly, when you pass the gas to the lime water, if lime water changes to milky, indicates the formation of calcium carbonate, which indicates the fumes, the gas produced from the heating of organic compound and copper oxide contains carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide generally turns lime water milky. That indicates that organic compound contain carbon and hydrogen. In this way, we can identify the presence of different elements in the organic compounds by suitable chemical test, confirmatory test. So I hope you have understood the lesson properly. If you like this video, please share this video to your friends, and if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe this channel, Chemistry Goal. And any doubt you have, any question you have, please send the question, your doubts in the comment box. Okay, thank you all.